Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Valorous Series 4 presented to you by GD Esports. My name's Ed, and joining me again for the grand finals day is gonna be the handsome Arka with his cam this time. So yeah, I already feel better today than yesterday. But Arka, how are you feeling today, my man?
I'm absolutely happy. You can see it on my face, right? Finally, everything is working perfectly on this special day. Why I'm calling it special is because Valorous Series has got its own Classico going on right now. There's gonna be two big heads clashing out, two big bulls locking horns. Exactly the previous series with the same two teams fighting it out in the finals. So this time, probably it could be a redemption game for one team and another team trying to be the defending champions.
Oh, for sure. I mean, one of the teams is going to be trying to, replicate their journey in Series 3 right now in Series 4. But as you said, it is kind of like a rematch. I mean, it is definitely a rematch. But are GrayFox going to be keeping their title? Or this time in Valor, they're looking really good this time. I mean, last time, there were a couple of different players, standing in. But this time, it is the entire roster sticking together and playing in. It can go either way. I mean, not really sure. But one thing's for sure, that the map veto is going to be deciding a lot of the outcome.
Oh yes, absolutely right. But at the same time, it's that one agent change. In case we'll be witnessing another bind, map over here. I just hope that we don't witness one coming in the first game itself. Probably the decider could go back to the default map of the Valorous series itself. But still, if it's any other map, it's going to be the best of 5, right? So it's going to be a minimum of 3 matches what we're expecting to be played. 2 straights or probably something like that. Best of 3, I'm so sorry. So let's see how things are going to turn out. But yeah, there's one question which comes to my head. Do you think that, by the performance of Valor and GrayFox which took place yesterday, do you think that, Valorous has what it takes to defend and be the new champions against the GrayFox team?
I mean, they definitely do. I mean, one thing, Valor has that they didn't have last time is Buster. Because I believe Buster did not play in the grand finals of the Series 3. So, I mean, he's popping up. He's pretty much the MVP for his team and in this particular series. So, there is a really good chance that they might be the #1 pick for most of the audience here. But, I mean, they won the championship, right? They won Series 4 title for sure. GrayFox wants it as well. Obviously, they want to be the first one to do it back-to-back. But they also want a piece of the prize pool. I mean, we are bumping up those numbers, right? Last time it was 30,000, it was 20. Right now, it's up to 40,000. Now, if you're in the first place, right, you do get yourself the massive piece of 25,000 rupees. Now, that is huge, along with the, bragging right that goes with it. And, I mean, both these teams have already confirmed 11,000. Both of these teams have confirmed 11,000 for sure.
Oh yes, 100%. But the special prize itself is going to be that MVP taking away 4K for himself. I know that, it doesn't look like a big amount compared to the second or the first place, but that's more than enough for a single player as of now. And also that bragging rights to be the MVP. And let me remind you this tournament what happened, who was the MVP of the previous tournament. But before that, let me make it clear to you guys. Please do share it among your friends so that you guys can come and witness an amazing game of Valorant which is going to take place over here.
Boy, oh boy, the MVP. Now that is the most prestigious award if you ask me. But I mean, yesterday we did witness the semi-finals, right? We were up there with 4 teams. We had GrayFox, we had NS, we had Anadi Army and Valor. So why don't we just take a quick look at the brackets and see what just went down there. I mean, the first match was pretty close, but the second one was kind of a stomp. But the good thing was, both of them were bind.
Oh, absolutely right. But Anadi Army, somewhere when they had a chance to fight back, when they had a chance to, actually steal that position away from Valor, Valor did live up to their name, put a valiant effort and made sure that they have their spot in the finals. But GrayFox on the other end, as you said, not just a stomp, it's like a road roller running on a flat surface. The flatter the surface, the faster it's going to move, right? So the heavier it was to NS Esports as well. So I do believe that, it's going to be a very, very close battle. As you had also mentioned about one person who was there previously, who was not there previously, and this time he's there. I think he was speaking about Buster, if I'm not wrong.
Buster, yeah.
Buster, yeah. So Buster, one thing about Buster is, see, at the end of the day, we know the strategy of both these teams, right? So if you have closely watched them play, they are an open book. But Buster, the way his team is going to protect him and allow him to take those Ks and make sure that they give him the right kind of corner and the importance, I think that is going to be a bit of a game changer if they were able to continue to do the same, because Buster's crosshair, my friend, oof, that's on fire.
Oh, for sure. I mean, even yesterday, he was absolutely popping off, right? He was just amazing. But I believe it's not just Buster. I think there are a couple of, names that haven't played in the grand final last time, but I believe they will be jumping in this time around. So why don't we take a quick look at the players of both these teams?
That's the most important thing, right? For ladies and gentlemen, let's look at the roster of both these teams for one last time before we kick off with the finals. On the other side, ASDF, YB God, Wave, Cortez, and Melody, all 5 of them perfecting the team which has stuck on together for a brief period of time, if I'm not wrong, and they're going to be so happy, to perform the best of what they can. Whereas on the other side, the Valors, the new teams who wants to take the title for themselves, who have been trying it from the previous season, it's going to be Strokey, Sense, JID, Buster, and Bones themselves. So now this is where the difference is going to be. In case GrayFox is going to target Buster throughout the game, somewhere I feel that Strokey, Bones, and Jid is going to have their, a little bit of a spotlight on themselves to take this, probably the game in their favor. But let's see whether that's going to be the case.
No, but GrayFox on the hand, don't forget that ASDF was the MVP last time. And he's absolutely popping off. Yeah, I mean, Wave and his Neon. I'm waiting to see that Neon actually being picked up, because his Neon is pretty cool to watch. I mean, he kind of plays it like a basic Neon, but then there are a couple of plays that he does which you just don't expect. Right? It's unconventional. Yep. Now that is something I am looking forward to. I wanted to implement. I mean, I did implement them in my games as well, and trust me, it is helping you. Helping me. But let's take a quick look at a player versus player here. Most likely the MVP versus MVP. I mean, guessing one of these players can actually be the MVP of the series and take away the MVP title as well.
Now this is where Wave was the name which came out of my mouth, because I still remember he was 1K away from getting that ace yesterday, and he showed a lot of precision when it comes to his operator, and when he was playing that chamber, I mean, he's just ultimate with that ult as well. So 360 average damage coming in from his side. But let's not forget, the difference is where the death is. The ratio seems to be almost equal, with 93-39 and 102/62 when we come for the KD ratio. But all I would like to say is that the number of death is going to matter at the end of the day, just in case you're able to survive for a bit more longer, because both of these players have very good crosshairs and you'll need it by the end of the game itself.
Oh, for sure. I mean, look at that econ as well. 118 on Wave, 87 on Buster. So, I mean, once again, Wave has relatively a lot less kills when compared to Buster. So, it clearly tells you that he obviously is going to have a lot more econ. And Wave is popping off right now. I mean, looking at just the stats, I think GrayFox would be the favorites over here. But once again, a couple of players that haven't played last time playing in. So, VALOR, they're forced to be reckoned with for sure. GrayFox, they're ready for this, but that element of surprise that maybe Buster can bring in, if it goes into their favor, VALOR might be able to close it 2-0. You never really know. But once again, map picks, right? I think Haven is gonna be a really close one if it gets picked. So I think GrayFox are really good on that one. Even VALOR are a really good one, a really good team on that particular map. But bind, both these teams have played a lot of binds. So are they gonna be banning it, or do they want to take a Mexican show off here and let's say who's gonna be the better team? Because if you win bind, if it gets picked, and if one of these teams win it, I'm pretty sure that confidence is gonna be enough for them to win the next one and end it 2-0. Because for some reason, I think it's gonna be 2-0. Because last time it was 2-1, by the way.
Now let's see whether that's gonna be the case, but ultimately, ladies and gentlemen, we have to let you guys know of the upcoming tournament, because I know you guys would want to be a part of something special as well, and this is where you don't need to squad up or anything like that. All you have to do is just register yourself. 128 limited slots out there, and most of them have already been taken, ladies and gentlemen. Only a few left out right now. Do not delay and lose those spots as well. Remember, this is series 3, where it's going to be a 1v1, and actually your true caliber is going to be witnessed over here with a prize pool of 5,000 rupees. All you have to do is just play few games, and probably you'll not only have the title but also some chings in your pocket.
Oh, for sure. And the best part is, it's not just AIMDUELS, right? You can also use the abilities except your ultimate, obviously. So that is what makes it a lot more interesting, a lot more exciting. But right now I'm only excited about the map, man. So why don't we just take a look at what map is gonna be picked first. It is a BO3, so 3 maps are gonna be played potentially. But here we go. Breeze and Icebox already out of the picture. So we still have Pearl, we still have Fracture. These 2 maps are gonna... Oh, okay. Valor straight up goes ahead and picks Bind. I don't mind. And then Pearl is picked. Now that's a map that we haven't seen it in a while, Arka.
I mean, that's the map. It's gonna be just a slaughter probably coming in from one side if they're picking it up so confidently, because as you said, not many have witnessed the map. The strategies are unknown. If you know, if you have proper lineups, you can play really well on this map as well. So if you know your agents well, it's going to be much more easier. As you said, Bind, Pearl and Ascent is going to be here. I strongly feel this is going to go up until Ascent itself, because Bind is going to be a one-sided domination yet again from probably GrayFox. But in Pearl, since they have picked up the map, I think it's going to be an element of surprise coming in from the side of Valor, because they'll not have anything to lose. This is just a prediction coming in from my side. But Ascent is going to be a place where hopefully we'll be able to see a 12-12 pointer from both, and then we can extend up to, you know, a 16-14 or probably a 20-18 game.
I mean, to be honest, I'm kind of surprised with the fact that Haven was banned by GrayFox, because their neon pick on Haven is something unusual, and that's always a good thing, you know, having something out of the box kind of agent, and you know, they pop off. But at the same time, Valor also really good on Haven, so I think maybe they don't want to take that risk. And Ascent,
I feel it's just that they know they're an open book right now when it comes to that Haven map, so they just want to shut that book away and make sure they bring a new element of surprise, and that is why, you know, they have just chosen a brand new map altogether.
Yeah, I mean, now that you said it, now that you say it, it actually feels like they were just a one-trick pony, right? They just have one, you know, play in their playbook. I mean, that was the last time. I mean, we never really know. Maybe they practiced. But anyway, we are not going to be witnessing Haven. We are going to be jumping to the classic map of Valorant, that is Ascent.
Yep.
Personally hated, but it is going to... I mean, what else is better fitting than the basic map, right? And to be the decider, by the way, if it goes the distance, which I personally don't think it will, but Arca does think. So, here's the thing, Bind, who do you think is going to be the one coming out on top, by the way?
It all depends on the agent lineup as well, because yesterday just one difference in agent made a lot of difference for Team Valor as well. So we'll be jumping into the agent pickup to see which team is going to be choosing and what kind of gameplay they'll be bringing on board, since we have the expert with us, Edge, on the other side. As the agents are going to be picked up, you're going to have a better or a clearer picture as to which team is looking forward to be a bit more aggressive, as Strokey will be starting things off with Brim, and you will need an initiator in this map.
For sure. I mean, Initiator is a mandatory. Sova, Fade. I mean, I wouldn't say Breach, but Breach is also a good pick on this one. We did see YB picking up the Breach yesterday, so I'm guessing that might be another pick coming in today. But ASDF picking up that signature Raze once again. He wants to stick to it, and Raze on Bind is absolutely phenomenal. Cortez, on the other hand, yesterday with Fade, he was on 0 kills for around 8 to 9 rounds. But after that, he started popping off, especially the pistol round. He did an amazing job getting himself a triple, I believe. And, you know, he just kept riding the momentum after that. And then Bones picking up the Fade as well to counter Cortez. And Buster, once again, on his classic chamber. Brim being picked up by Melody. So it looks like both of these teams are sticking to the default picks. And there you go, Wave Chamber. Now YB has to pick Breach to, you know, go to the same lineup that they did yesterday. Sensei picks up Raze, which means JID obviously has to go for that KO yet again. And there it is. same lineup. They're not changing anything. And I'm pretty sure GrayFox, they watched Valor yesterday, and Valor, I'm pretty sure they watched the GrayFox as well. So now these two teams, KO versus Breach, it's going to be an interesting fight.
I mean, it's going to be a phenomenal fight according to me, because if you speak about flashes, it's there, right? If you speak about any kind of support you need from a Breach or a KO, I do believe that both these players are able to do it, especially YB God. I mean, I have to say this. I would have loved to see him play something like Raze or probably a Jet, but ultimately him coming down with a Breach is going to be something amazing according to me.
I mean, it is going to be coming down to KO and Breach to enable their team for sure. But the fact that Valor on the defensive half and GrayFox on the attacking half, here's the thing now. Fade is going to be, giving that hunt. And then Breach with the fault line and the flashpoints is going to be giving enough time for ASDF to jump into the site. Now, One thing I'm scared of is the judge. I mean, we have seen a couple of players be terrible with the judge, but ASDF is not one of them. He even got a couple of kills last time, that is yesterday, with a Bucky. So what happens if he picks up a judge or a shotgun? It's going to be devastating for the opponent if he actually pops off on that one.
Now, let's not forget that Valor was able to, give an answer to a judge by probably a shorty, if I'm not wrong. I still remember in the bind where he was sitting inside, and he just welcomed him right into his faces. So I strongly feel even if there's a judge which is flying in the air into their faces, they're going to be ready with a shorty as well. So all of this is going to be a phenomenal fight coming up, ladies and gentlemen. All you have to do is share it among your friends. Make sure they're all over here. And let me remind you, this is the big finals and a game of redemption itself.
Yeah, I mean, as you keep saying about that, right? I mean, the judge and shorty, both of them being a shotgun, it was kind of something you usually don't expect, right? That the big judge versus a small shorty, which clearly tells you that the size doesn't matter anymore. But the precision and the angles, the positions, is the way that he was holding. I think it was Strokey in U-Halls over there towards the CT area. He was just crouching and waiting. That was so funny to watch. And honestly, it's got to be really frustrating if you were the judge player, because you don't expect to be taken down by a shorty in your full buy round against a team that is on a thrifty, like on an eco. It's just a couple of shorty. I mean, the gun is worth 150 credits. 150 credits. It's just amazing.
I think he had the utmost fun you can have with 150 credits yesterday regarding that. He would not only had a laugh, but also that would have given him a confident boost just in case the team is going to be pushed into an eco. They would, go forward to pick up a shorty and then try to defend the site itself. So let's see whether that's going to be the case anytime soon. That's going to be coming up. But Edge, if you have to place your bets on a team which might be ending up as the champion by the end of the day, who is it going to be?
Now this is a tough one, but honestly, I don't want to place my bets on either of these teams yet. But all I'm gonna say is whoever wins bind gets it 2-0. Whoever gets bind gets it 2-0. That's it. Simple as that.
I mean, I don't think so. I strongly feel that it's either Valor picking up bind and making sure that they give a very strong answer to GrayFox in a very close battle, and GrayFox is just gonna answer them back in Pearl because they have picked it up. Probably they know it much better, and they have better lineups as well. I'll be looking forward to see what kind of agents will be coming up. It's going to be an experimental for us at least to witness all these newbie agents being used, new combination being used in a map like Pearl, which has not been played so much. But ultimately, Ascent is going to be one of those maps where everybody knows every nook and corner of this map. And I don't know, like, name an agent which you can't use well in the map of Ascent.
Well, I mean, everything can be used on Ascent. I don't think there's a bad agent on that particular map.
Exactly.
So, Ascent, if it goes the distance, it's going to be fun for sure. But we're going to be starting off on Bind. And then Pearl. Now, another map that there are a lot of things that can be done. And I'm actually expecting a Harbor pick. Not really sure if these players and these teams are ready and experimented with that. But if someone did, then Harbor is an amazing pick on the map of Pearl. You can just use a Cascade to come into the site for free pretty much. And then the Curve to, just get the spike down and then come back and just take a chill pill and easily defend the spike.
Absolutely, ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, we'll be stepping right into the finals itself. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Valorous Season 4, and let me tell you this, that this map, this game, is going to be one of the best you can witness in the game of Valorant. Make sure you share it among your friends, because ultimately, it's about you taking the trophy home.
Oh, here we go. Best of 3 grand final. Special round. It's going to be, you know, deciding the pace of the game as well. And now ASDF with the boombot lineup already coming in. Hookah. There is Chamber in it. They have 3 players on B, by the way. One of them is Buster in Hookah. Oh my god, he might get one. He will get one. And then Rondu is out of there. Opening things up. Buster already looking really strong.
I mean, this is what I said, right? Then you have Wave answering back. He takes a 2 for himself, and this is gonna be, you know, a cakewalk coming in from the side of GrayFox, just in case they can get one more for themselves. But it looks like that's gotta be the game. Buster gets taken down. It's gonna be a 2v2 situation. A Frenzy coming in. We saw Frenzy yesterday in news moving around, and it looks like the final battle is going to be between these 2 players, where it's going to be JID picking up for his team. Valor gets 1 on themselves, but this fight was phenomenal.
Oh my god, right? The first round, and we already have a lot happening. I mean, first kill coming in from Buster was really good, and after that, the way that he, you know, somehow stayed alive in the site was kinda... I was kind of shocked. I didn't expect him to, you know, survive for as long as he did. But then Brave getting himself a triple kind of was caught off guard. And JID getting himself a double, closing things off at the end. That 1v1, that was pretty close though.
Absolutely. Now the advantage coming in towards the side of, you know, Valor. I really want to see how much they're gonna make, you know, make use of it, because ultimately, if you don't have enough points, enough point differences, when the tables turn towards the side of GrayFox, they're gonna snatch away that win with a snap of a finger. So I just hope that they get another round for themselves. But GrayFox will be looking forward to answer this, and we can see that they're gonna stick to the same push towards B at this point of time. They want to make sure that, you know, they challenge the same person again. But Wave did make a little bit of a difference out there, and let's see whether he'll be able to do so, because he's got 3k in the previous round.
He needs more. He needs that. He already has the confidence now. You just need to be a little more cautious with the timing and positions over there. And you can see Buster once again holding on to the same angle. This time will be, you know, not getting any damage, just running out of there. Thanks to the pain source and the Prowler giving him the information, and now you can see one of the players actually pushed up. I think that is Brim. Yeah, there it is. Strokey.
Ooh, look at how they're coming into the site.
They're pushing long here.
Yes. I think that's a clever idea coming in from their side, but ultimately look at that element of surprise coming in. ASDF all of a sudden from the teleporter will be getting one for himself, but Buster answers back with the Spectre, but still, it's still not done. There's a huge jump coming in from their side. They're going to be stepping into A now. They want to plant A, but it's being guarded by 1 man over here. But how long can he hold back? Can he hold it long enough for his teammates to come? Whereas GrayFox, they're thinking like wolves at this point of time, like a fox, being as cunning as possible, just taking all the attention towards A, and now stepping into B to go and plant at B itself.
It's another fake. It's another fake. They took the trademark, and now they're going back to A. But here's the thing. You can fool Valor once, but not twice. They're holding on to their position. So 3 players on A. Dion comes in. Tencent dings the player in charge as well. Rendezvous TP is being placed, and Melody takes on Buster using the stinger. Wave gets another one by JD. He gets a kill on the Cortez, and Spray comes in. JD gets himself a double. The spike does go down nevertheless, and here you go. The position, he's not spotted him. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
It's doable now. It's pretty much doable. That Prowler did not spot him. This is all he has, but Bones crouches and survives. Barely by the skin of their teeth. Valor get that second round on the board.
I mean, as I said, right, they had to get another one on the board, and they've done it in style. I really love the Asian pick KO in this map. Look at the difference he did with just 2 flashes coming out behind the boxes and getting those 2 Ks. I thought he almost had the third one. This is what we were speaking about. The 2 he got, the third one was almost in his favor, but I do believe Melody was way too strong for him, and Melody was able to strike another 3k in this game as well. But now a full buy on either sides. Now the scale seems to be equal.
I want to see the economy. I don't think it's going to be a full Vandal buy coming in. because they did invest in the Stingers last time, right? So I think that there's a couple of Bulldogs maybe, or Spectres. There you go. There's Dev using a Spectre right now. Oh, he has to run to but he did get Dick. If he was a runner, he would have gone down there for sure. And now the series will be getting 3 players actually. But no follow-up. And now Bones with the double. YB got Wave goes down and Cortez. Oh no, ASDF. He's right behind Strokey. A beautiful tassel out of the position. And now 8 points of health is all that Buster has. Has to be careful. He needs one more kill by that tassel. ASDF. Gets one. Oh my god, Judge. Judge. How did he even get one? 1v1 yet again. It's Brim and KO. But this time, Brim gets the better of him. The bonus round. Valor go down.
I just love the way he used that satchel with that, against Buster, and eventually going right into his face and putting down. I think that that was ASDF. Who went in like that, but I'm still not sure. But I was so carried away by the performance coming in from their side. Oh yeah, Sensei it was, and I'm expecting to see a little more of those Judds coming in yet again. But the turning point was where Melody was being the president of that round itself. Not only just the president, but the general himself, because he survived until the end, and they knew that if he survives until the end, story can be a bit different.
For sure, here you go, Sensei with a beautiful shot onto YB God. He's completely getting shut down at this point. YB God, that's exactly what KO does. He has suppressed the Tour de Force. And now he doesn't have it for a while. Buster, what the hell? Gets a random shot on the Cortez and dinks him as well. And now Babe has to be careful.
I think he was visible beyond his scripts, because one ability was used where I think it was. I'm still not sure who used the ability. Yeah, I think it was Haunt, which revealed, and then all he had to do was just click a button and put him down. But attackers show who they are, and this is what GrayFox are all made of. I mean, I really love the way they're fighting it out now. They're sticking together, making sure that they leave the weaklings in the front, or probably, the warriors up front, and then trying to fight out with the final few players. Melody and ASDF, both of them waiting over there. Wave again, that chamber, using the ult at the right time. Equal the scores at this point of time. Let's see.
They had no economy to work with last time, GrayFox. But now it's building. They're getting a bit more money in the bank now. And now, the Tour de Force. I believe he's actually from Valor. Here you go, Showstopper. No, it's not the Showstopper. The fragment does come out. We'll be doing a bit of damage on the raise, but KO also takes a hit down to 51 points of health. We'll be spotting out 2 players. The Flash will be coming in. The Pain Shell onto his shot. We'll be delaying the push. Not completely cancelling it out for sure. We'll be delaying it, and now look at this Sensei in a really good position here. Has to be careful though, because they might check it, and they will. The flash is off. But SCF gets a kill regardless, while Buster in the meanwhile gets one JID with a beautiful position. YB got completely shut down it again, and now Buster popping up with the Tour de Force. Bones gets one in the meanwhile, all down to last surviving player Wave in the 1v4 situation with the chamber. He turns around, gets the damage, gets a dig. Beautiful shot level for him. He's on the third as well. 30 points of health in a 1v2, but the flank comes in. Strokey saves the day for Valor. GrayFox, they almost rode the coattails of Wave right there.
I mean, I just love ASDF. He just held on to his gut, and he was like, I feel somebody's gonna hear. I'm just gonna press the trigger, or probably saw it at the nick before the flash came in. But Strokey, again, coming up with the final stroke of the game. Somewhere I feel that JID needs to hold back to his flashes a little more. I think he's giving it way too early, not flashing everybody, not flashing anybody who's coming in right up front. So let's see whether a little bit of patience is gonna help them out this time.
Well, one thing's for sure, he's popping off. Wave, he's having a good time. He's playing himself. Buster dealing a lot of damage onto multiple players. As Strokey will confirm the kill onto Wave. Getting one. The assist did come into play. Now the showstopper will be coming in. SDF will be getting one for sure. Here you go. Strokey will be retrieving the weapon as well. And now the orbital strike comes into play. He'll be getting the kill onto Buster while Bones, but the judge gets a kill onto Wave. Got immediately traded out by Cortez as Sheriff. Now in a man advantage, GrayFox. How are they making it work? The orbital strike did come in, and Sensei with the counter. Showstopper did manage to take down Cortez. Still have 2v2 situation. There's one player behind you. He's not expecting this. JD, he sure gets the kill on Melody while ASDF with the flank gets him. And now the positioning. Everything and Sensei. Oh my god, if he didn't hit the dink, he would have gone down there for sure. And GrayFox, so close.
I mean, I just love this. 2 ults coming into play and making sure at least 1k coming in from the other side. But Sensei, I would like to say that he has to thank his stars because, as you said, if the Dink had not come in, I think it would have been goodbye for him.
I mean, even if ASGF pushed out a CT, the smoke, maybe even like 2 seconds earlier, I think he would have gone. I think he would have taken JID down before he took his teammate, and it would have been a 2v1 situation. They might have come out on top. So the timing also was kind of on the side of the Valor here. And 4-2, oh my god, they did not spot Chamber. They did not spot him, and now they're dead. There you go. Aftershock comes in, the rendezvous is out of there in style.
I mean, they're spread across too much this time, GrayFox. I really don't understand the strategy coming in this time. I think all they're trying to do is strike fear into the opponents and making sure once they have an opening on one side, that is where they'll all, group up. But, if the patience, if the nerve is being held by the side of Valor, they can do a much better job over here. A boombot coming in through the teleporter just to eliminate if somebody's there at mid, whereas on the other side, Oh my god, Buster gets the first kill.
The Nightfall with the orbital stroke, he gets one. GrayFox, well, they're being read right now like a goddamn book.
Spike down.
And Cortez, okay, hold up. Gets himself a double with the fade. Keep in mind, he's in a good spot right now. He can get one more, but the flat. Oh, but the fake flat. The TPs comes in. But there's already Buster on side. You don't want to take him right now. You don't want to take him on. For sure, they're not predicting this. They have no idea he's already on side. One should be the second as well. Never mind, Melody actually gets a kill. He's on for the clutch again. It's him versus JID. Yet again, that's the third time in a 1v1 situation. Melody did come out on top last time. JID, can he come out on top this time? Oh my god, the timing. Oh my god, he did not see this. JID, it's your time to shine. Don't tap it. If you tap it, it's done. And he didn't. He's going elbow. Oh my god, Melody. Melody. He predicted it and he was right. A 1v3 clutch.
I would say that, they were patient enough to make sure that, they read the side of GrayFox, but ultimately it was this man who made all the difference. Buster at the nth moment and Melody coming in. Huge ray of hope for the side of GrayFox is what I would like to say, because from yesterday we have been seeing him only perform when required, but today he is been leading the fight from the front. 10k for him so far, 5 times he's gone down, but it doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah, looks like Melody's music is a bit more spontaneous today, but look at this, the Prowler comes in and the fall time coming in as well. The boombot, oh my god, the charge is right in the face of ASDF. Right in the face of Sensei actually by ASDF. The Chef missing a couple of shots. Bones finally lands it. YB God gets one, immediate trade out. Bones gets himself a double. He's popping off with the Sheriff, by the way. Last surviving player, Buster with nothing in his hand, just a headhunter with 8 bullets and a classic. If he gets even 1 kill, I think it's a decent round.
I strongly feel he's gonna get more than 1 over here, because I've seen Buster having a lot of nerve in situation like this. He's gonna hold on to that now. He's just gonna wait them out. Oh, misses 1, misses 2, and that's the end of the story. You can't miss much in a finale when Wave is on the other side as well. All he had to do was jiggle a bit and make sure land 1 headshot, and that was the end of the story. But ASDF yet again flying in style, making sure he gets one with that judge, with that opening given it towards the side of GrayFox. That confidence boost is enough for them to put another point on the table.
Thanks.
True. I mean, at this point, here's the thing. Both these teams are really good, right? Both of them have insane potential. They have some insane players, some really good individual skills and team skills as well. Now, how do you win a BO3 series against each other when you guys are both equally insanely good? It just comes down to who makes less mistakes. That's it. It just comes down to who makes less mistakes. And right now, both these teams are making, let's say, equal level of mistakes. But Cortez, he punishes 2 players who decided to push through smoke. Now, that is a huge mistake.
Speaking about mistakes, I think this is going to be the next big mistake which is going to be coming in over here. Flash comes through, gets 1 for himself. But YB God on the other side knew exactly how to give the kind of backup required for his teammates. It's going to be a 3v2 situation with the side completely in control by the side of GrayFox. 1 backstab coming through. In case they read this perfectly, I do believe that it's going to be a cakewalk for the side of GrayFox. 1 comes down. YB God with the 3k. No Bone says otherwise. It's going to be a 1v2 situation. And let's see whether he'll be able to find the opponents.
That's bingo.
Melody gets it though. Melody's popping off right now. He is on a different level when compared to other players right now. I mean, Cortez also did a really good job opening things up on towards that outside shower area. Bones is also doing a really good job on that fade. I mean, both the fades are doing, let's say, a great job actually. Both these initiators. The one that needs to step up right now inside of Gray is going to be YB. Because he was shut down. Yes, this round he did get one. I think that was his second kill overall. They're going for the Rolling Thunder. They're going for the Rolling Thunder.
Why not go for a Rolling Thunder when things are going absolutely right? But they look at this. I love this race versus race which takes place over here. And every single time, ASDF has insulted sense every single time. But let's see if that's going to be the case this time as Orbital Strike comes down. GrayFox are going to be leading everything, every attack from the forefront itself. Whereas two other players on the other side, all they have to do is probably save up this round, take a timeout, re-strategize because they've lost more than 4 already.
Oh, the Arcane Sheriff looks good though on Strokey.
Last
This is
player
holding on. He should be getting down and going down immediately. And YB gets himself a third. In the entire game, not in the round, in the entire game. That will be giving him a little bit of confidence boost. 4-6. GrayFox already getting 6. If they get even one more round, I think it's safe to say that they are, they will be winning the first half for sure. 6 rounds is, is a good score on the attacking half on Bind. Anything more than 6 is pretty much insane. Because once again, Bind, no med, which means it is definitely a defensive favored map. I mean, there are TPs which might make you think that it is an attacking favored map, but in the meanwhile, it will still be just the players.
I feel that
rotating.
This is the right time to call the technical timeout, right? Because Valor started to lose the momentum which they had built up in the first 2 rounds, and then later on somehow they came up to 4 and then got stuck at 4 points itself. And this is where I would like to bring in the KO. I feel that he's using his flashes way too early because he's kind of, in a pressure situation, or is kind of scared that they're pushing in way too hard. But ASDF exactly knew when to bait that moment and when not to come in with full pressure. But somewhere I feel if the KO is able to control the map a little more better, it's got to be much more easier for them.
Oh yeah, I mean the KO needs to get that crucial positioning is what I feel like, because he's good with the aim, he's good with the knife as well. I mean 0 point is on point, but I think the fragments and flash maybe could be a little better. Even the fragments are decent, but I just think there's a lot more potential for him. And look at the position coming in from Buster. He changed it. And this is the first time he's playing on this corner. They're not going to be expecting him. But Raze was there. Sensei was playing in that corner the other round. So that might be an issue. If they check for it, then Buster is in a really tough spot.
This is going to be very, very different. This is going to be amazing. As the Rolling Thunder comes in, it's going to be so hard for Buster at this point of time. It's going to be into his face as the ult, but he was able to snap away from that point. But ASDF gives the right opening for their side. Cortez is going to be coming in. Bones and JID yet again making things even Steven. Let's see whether this is going to be the round where Valor had the right kind of breather and they'll be able to take the round at B itself.
3v3 situation still. The plan will be coming in from the side of Gray. Spike planted, and there you go. 46 on the clock to get those kills and defuse the spike as well. The fault line will be coming in, and any second now. It's all about the timing, and YB is ready for it. As soon as they peek him, he's going to be the fault line, and he might be able to get 1. He might be able to get 2 as well, but he misses the spray. Buster gets him, although he was completely concussed. Buster gets another one. And now, all down to Melody and JID yet again. Oh my god, this time. Don't tell me JID didn't see him. Don't tell me. Oh my god, the information was not relayed? What happened? There's no way Melody should win that.
I'm telling you, I think the information was relayed, and probably JID thought that he's already taking a rotation from behind, those boxes and trying to come in. But JID was clever enough just to stick behind the small box and then come out. He had another flash, if I'm not wrong, and if he had used another flash over there to his favor, things could have been a little more different for that KO. But is this too late for the side of Valor?
Let's play.
Last one of the first half. Now this is crucial. GrayFox cannot be given away a 8. Because even if it's 7-5, And if Valor win the pistol in the second one, they can still equalize the score to 7-7. So it's still doable. But if it goes to 8, then it's going to be 6-8 if they win the pistol. And that means GrayFox is still going to be on the lead in the defensive half on the map of Bind. Now, not a good thing if you ask me, but GrayFox, they do have the knife available. Paula will be giving away the information on 2 players. Oh my god, they have to be careful as a judge, by the way. Bones is up close and personal. Bones is up close and personal. He's going to be getting 2. Nightfall comes in, and GrayFox, just like that, lose 2 players. The Concuss comes in. We'll be upgrading it to a Vandal. The position coming in. They've already taken control of site. But no follow through here.
1 enemy remaining.
Oh, Buster gets 2 for himself. From the smokes, he comes out being way too clever. Wave at this point of time, all he has to do is look around. I mean, the double trouble comes into his face, and you all know it's going to be hard for anybody to come across a double trouble successful. And I just love the way Bones and Buster just stole the limelight in this game, but still gave this team what they exactly need, 1 breathable point as they start to attack at this point of time.
Oh my god, I just saw that Buster's POV. Those 2 shots, oh my god. The first one was okay, it was pretty basic, but the snap onto the second one.
The flick on
absolutely phenomenal. Sensei unable to pop off on the defensive half, but now he's on the attacking. Now this is time for him to rise. Time for him to shine, and we all know he is an insane player. He's a really aggressive and an insane player. I've seen him, play under multiple names. So let's see if he can actually start popping off. And there you go. Right as I say that, get himself a first. Wave goes down.
Oh, there it is. There it is. Sense. He has understood the intensity of this game. He has understood that they need to pick up the first 2 points into their favor and then try to look forward for another fight, because if the pistol round is in your favor, the follow-up is going to be a little bit easier for them. At this point of time, they have all of their 5 agents alive, whereas GrayFox will have to fight with just 3 of them, where 1 ASDF, this man lurking into the side at this point of time. Let's see whether he'll be able to take at least 1k and then try to, fight things differently as the flashbangs do come in. It's going to be Buster who's doing the job. GID gets taken on, but that's not going to affect them much, right? Buster is going to be landing another one and making sure that they have 1 point on their board.
Pretty good start coming in once again. A great start for the attackers. That is Valor, and great start to the Sensei. I mean, he needed some confidence boost at the first kill. I'm pretty sure it's going to be giving him a little bit of that. And now, that KO has to enable him. He needs to start giving him, giving their team, his team actually, a bit more space to work with, because the knife is going to be used a lot now. That 0 point is going to be the game changer.
Fault line coming in way too early. Wave on the other side has got the right kind of opening over here. JID on the other side is going to be giving the right kind of answer. And let me remind you that they've got the right kind of utility to take the players down. But Strokey on the other side. Ooh, Strokey. He needs to stay a little bit calm over here. Use that smoke.
2v4 situation. I just said it was 3 because Chamber's really low, but oh, Strokey. Vibe's gone. All down to ASDF. 1v4 with the Sheriff in his hand. You can see that Radiant gun buddy, which clearly tells you that he does have the potential to clutch this. But the positionings and the timing, I think it's a little too much. There's only 2 players on site. If he actually gets it, if he actually goes for it, he can get himself a double and go for the defuse as well before the players actually come in. But now you can see that Bones already making his way. So there's only 50 minutes done dusted. Can he get even 1 kill? Which I highly doubt. He's waiting for the exits over here. Casually just sitting, which means 7th round on the bow for the side of Valor, which I was, talking about, and easy peasy picking. Buster was pretty low. Even a shot to his legs, he would have died.
I will fulfill my purpose.
But this is where I love Valor. This is where I love Valor, because they knew that, the 2 points which they lost defending, they could make it up just in case they win the first round. Or I do believe that was their strategy throughout. But from now on, we have to see how GrayFox will be able to restrict this aggression coming in from the side of VALOR. They're doing exactly what GrayFox did when they were attacking. Rush into a site as quickly as possible, flashing everybody, making sure you have a plant and try to play it post-plant. As the lineup comes in from the side of Fade, won't be finding anybody. Ooh, presence detected. And it's got to be one. They know exactly one location, but that's not going to be stopping ASDF as he gets a 3K for himself. GrayFox starting things off amazingly over here. Now, all they're going to do is make sure that ASDF gets an ace for himself. They know the location of the final player as well, but let's see whether he's got to chase him down and take the race for himself, or it's going to be a team game over here as he's got to be rotating around. Sensei, what have you got in your favor? YB God just watching this corner. Probably YB God knows that he's coming in from his side. That's why he's called ASDF to come in over here. ASDF lands one, gets the first ace of the grand final, ladies and gentlemen. What a gameplay by this race.
We're here because we're the best.
Tells you exactly why he was the MVP of Series 3. This is exactly why. This is the reason, boys. This is the reason. A bit of luck there, yeah, but nevertheless, it's still his crosshair position, his crosshair placement, his position, his timing. 5 kills in 1 round. 19! He just jumped up from 14 to 19 in 1 round. Must be feeling really confident now. 7-8, GrayFox once again stealing the round. Getting themselves the lead yet again, but that was a bonus coming in from VALOR, so they wouldn't mind it. And now they need this round back. Otherwise, GrayFox will be forcing VALOR to an eco, which is not a good thing if you're a fan of VALOR, because once again, they're on the defensive half. They need as many rounds as they can.
Launching smoke.
VALOR slowly losing momentum over here. They've already lost 2 players. KO still not able to flash at the right time for his players to get into the site. Let's see what's gonna be the case. Oh, wait. That's gonna be a tsunami hitting the face. VALOR will be losing all 3 players as they just walk into his crosshairs. And I do believe he's gonna be welcoming them with a pour of lead. I mean, what a gameplay coming in from the side of GrayFox. They might have lost the first 2 defending, but now they're reading VALOR as if they're an open book. And it's just alphabets and not even words.
And the best part is that, you know, when Wave got those kills, I was just looking at his picture down towards your left side. He just had that quirky smile. He's like, yeah, it's pretty easy. He's just running into my crosshair. So 4K, yeah, I do this every day kind of thing. And it was just easy. He made it look easy, let me tell you that much. Now the 0 point comes in onto a shot. It's an eco coming in from VALOR, which means GrayFox will be hitting that double digits. Unless VALOR do something miraculous and get this round in their favor. I believe they do have a couple of weapons there, but Sensei is already down to 6 points of health with no heal. It's pretty much a 4v. Never mind, 3v5.
Satchel out.
ASDF. Oh my god, this guy knows this map. A to Z. Puts down Buster. He moved at the right time. YB God on the other side is just going to challenge him for that MVP spot, I believe. Cortez is not going to stop himself as well. This is just stomping coming in from the side of GrayFox. They're just chewing on VALOR at this point of time, making sure that there's no way VALOR is going to get another round. It's got to be double digit for GrayFox. But it could be way too early because after this round, the way VALOR are going to be, I think they're going to be charging back really hard like a bull.
YB God finally getting some kills as well. You know, the second half he's performing a bit better. I think he was just, you know, you're warming up in the first half, but the second half now he's having a good time. 7-10, GrayFox, just 3 more rounds and they will be getting 1 map already on their side. And also keep in mind, this is the map pick of VALOR. So next one is going to be the map pick of Gray. Which means that they will be having some strats up their sleeve. And since it's Pearl, we haven't seen a lot of Pearl, especially coming out from them. So not really sure what to expect from both these teams.
Here.
Look at the prediction game coming in over here. You can already say that the push is going to be coming in from long. As ASDF will be bringing down Jets, Sensei puts down Melody, and that's going to be a little bit of a game changer over here. It's gotta be the ult coming into play. Sense puts down IBGOT as well. This time, Valor are looking a bit more stronger over here, as they might have the side, but what a wrong timing for them to, go in for a reload. Strokey will be putting one down, putting the second one down as well. The third one almost walking into his crosshairs, but ultimately ASDF says otherwise.
It has to be a timeout now.
What a game.
It has to be a timeout if Valor even wants to have a chance of winning this. There's no exceptions because they're on the verge of losing at this point. They're on the verge of giving away the map point. And I do not see a timeout being called. It's 7-11. What are they waiting for?
I think they probably want to give them another round and then try to think of a timeout.
You want to play? Let's play.
Misses it completely.
Ooh. The Raze versus Raze over there. Both the Razes went down. Now you can see the chamber pulling out the toe of the fours. Both the brims, I mean actually the brim on the side of Valor have the orbital strike. Null command is available, so post plant they can actually use it to make sure that GrayFox don't use the rolling thunder. At least for a while. Here comes the suppress. 0 point. Giving away the information. Wave is standing still here. It's over.
I think the 0 point is the mistake which has been coming in from the side of Valor every single time, because as soon as the 0 point comes in, that is where GrayFox gets an idea as to where the players are. Buster on the other side with his ult was able to bring down one, but I think it's way too late as he has to pick up his teammate now. It's gonna be an ultimate versus an operator who's gonna be getting the first pick.
Gets one. Valor, it's all done and dusted. He does have 4 bullets in the chamber, but I don't think it's possible. Okay, the Prowler will be misinterpreting now, giving away the wrong information because he did just push away. He did not get the but he has spotted and missed 3 bullets in the chamber. 3 bullets surviving. He's gonna be looking in the wrong direction. Wave completes it. Buster gets taken down. GrayFox. Map point.
Let's play.
It's always about the first K, right? It's been always about the first K for the side of GrayFox. As soon as they get the first one, that is when Valor starts to, disorient themselves or probably lose that momentum which they built up in the previous round, and then after which it's a cakewalk for the side of GrayFox. I was expecting at least a 10-12 loss coming in from the side of Valor, but it looks like GrayFox are in a hurry to get the championship for themselves, and look, for the first time ever I see a perfect combination coming in from their side. It's going to be Ray sticking together. One is going to be flashing as the other one is going to be pushing in a bit more harder.
Ooh, ASDF. He goes to party. ASDF, it's all over. It's all over. There's no way. There's no way the idea, and they're just bullying him right now. They're just bullying him. Doesn't matter to get one. We'll be able to get the second one, but Cortez.
Defenders win.
With the flank. With the different positioning, we'll be taking him down. It's all done and dusted. GrayFox steal the map of Valor. And that's 1-0 already.
It looks like a prediction might come out too, just in case, GrayFox is gonna be winning the next round as well. But Valor, this is where a lot of questions start popping to my head, as a person who has not played as many hours as you have, or probably not even half of the hours you have played so far in the game of Valor. There's a lot of questions popping up in my head. When you have the right kind of agents, when you were defending everything right while attacking, do you feel that the 0 point was the giveaway for the side of Valor?
Honestly, I do think so. I think KO had a lot more, potential, but yeah, JID, he did a good job on defensive, defensive half. He was absolutely phenomenal with the aim, and the util was also good. The fragment was on point. The flashbangs were also good. Couple of, misplays, especially a lot of misplays on the attacking half. You can see that flashbang. I haven't seen a single player getting flashed by that one. So that was kind of sad. But at the meanwhile, everyone else popped off on the side of GrayFox. There was just no stopping wave. And when they get the groove on, there's just nothing that you can do.
I mean, KO 2 times it was a 1v1 situation where everything was in his favor.
It was like
but
4 times.
and he just couldn't do it while they were attacking. But there's one more point which comes to my head: the race being used. There was a lot of difference between how ASDF used it, whereas the side of Valorant used it. Right, he was always ready to go into the faces of the enemies. Let it be a judge, let it be a vandal. He was ready to use that true stopper and be the first one to take the bullet. Whereas on the other side, the race was a little secluded when it comes to its attacks.
I mean, you are definitely right about that, but let's take a quick look at what just went down here on the map of Bind, the first map of the BO3 in the grand finals between VALOR and GrayFox. He started off with Buster absolutely busting heads. He started off really, really well. But then, once again, this was the start, right? This was the first 1v1, JID versus Melody. And that's how the, let's just call the rivalry began.
I mean, I don't know how come while attacking Buster was not able to, get as many kills as he got while defending. I'm not shocked basically over here, because the way they were able to take the site control every single time they were attacking, that is one thing what VALOR should learn from the side of GrayFox over here. Every single time. Oh my goodness, that was an amazing gameplay coming in from their side.
We're just too good. And Melody, I think he just lost 1v1. Apart from that, I mean, regardless of the, excluding the one where they were on a force buy, I think he just lost 1v1. And the 1v3 that he pulled off, that was absolutely phenomenal. And this play as well, they almost pulled it off. Thanks to Sensei with his insane crosshair placement and quick reactions. Yeah, managed to get that kill. But this was another insane round coming in. Look at him. Look at Melody now getting one.
Today
He had
to this point. I'm so sorry for cutting you, and I thought you finished talking. But yeah, today I agree to the point that, Breach is much, much better of an agent when compared to KO in the map of Bind.
Oh, I actually disagree on that one. I just think YB got played it better and JID didn't, bring out the full potential of KO. But I still think KO is a better agent than Breach on the map of Bind especially.
I mean, the flashes which was used when they were attacking, especially when GrayFox were attacking, those flashes were so good. It just allowed ASDF to just make it inside the site. Whereas when they were attacking KO, I did not see that ult coming through even once, because they was not given an opportunity whatsoever.
Exactly. I think JID, he was caught off guard completely most of the times. And it felt like, they just weren't ready for whatever GrayFox had in store for them. And this round, I think, broke the confidence completely. The smoke through ace, almost an ace, the triple through the smoke and then getting the ace as well. He's running for that MVP prize, for sure. The bragging right that goes with it as well, obviously. And that was the beginning of the end for the side of VALOR. Because I think they lost one round after that, and that's about it.
I was actually expecting the side of VALOR to actually, as soon as they get into the side, that they're just gonna spread around a little bit and make sure that they fight from different angles. But GrayFox never gave them a chance to do so. As soon as they understood they're coming in from one corner, they just shut down at least 2 players even before they could enter into the site. And such kind of gameplays is going to matter a lot. Look at what's happened over here. Buster might have got an average combat score of 264, but ASDF on the other side, oof, 27k with 393. The eco difference itself shows everything.
It's just insane. 393. Almost in the 400. And by the way, ASDF, yes, he was good on the defensive half. On the attacking half, I'm sorry. But on the defensive half, he was absolutely nuts. The nades were perfect. The boombot was phenomenal. And I believe he did get a couple of boombot kills. Now, you don't see that a lot. You do not see boombot kills at this level of, competition. I mean, most of the time you don't, but seeing 2 in one match, oof, that tells you. And YB got a huge struggle at the start, right? But then as soon as, after like 10 rounds, I believe, the fault lines and the flash points were phenomenal. And the aftershock, yes, it was kind of off because there were a couple of corners where he did use it, but there was still space for them to work with. But I still think that KO could have been better. And KO versus Breach, KO should have come out on top. But unfortunately, the way that Vibe played that Breach, it was unexpected.
Exactly.
Obviously, Valor did not see that one coming, and GrayFox, well, they had it all practiced too many times, and they played it to perfection.
Look at the KDR on the bottom line over here. JID 0.9, Bones with 0.8, Sense with 0.5, Strokey with 0.5, whereas on the other side you have a 1.8, 1.3, 1.1. That actually shows what it takes for a teamwork. You need to pop a head or not, or two.
Boy, oh boy, 13-7. That was the scoreline. I mean, they did get the pistol round and the round after that in the second half, and that's about it. I thought there was one more round that had been given away, but looks like they haven't given away a single round. But that was the story of Bind. Now
Exactly.
we will be moving on to Pearl. Pearl, map pick of GrayFox especially. That is what's bothering me. So Valor, they better have something, you know, out of the box in their playbook. Otherwise, I think GrayFox might just end it 2-0.
I don't want to see a Series 3 again. I need something different at this point of time. Seriously, I really want Valor to give them an element of surprise, and then we'll be able to see a decider in Ascent itself. But let's leave it to the audience to decide what to do, right? Because they've been actually following these players more than we do. As soon as we get into another tournament, probably we'll lose track of these players. But there are a few hardcore fans who just keep, you know, and a proper lookout for a roster like this, and I do believe that they will be able to say a few things in the chat, and that is where, ladies and gentlemen, we would like to give you some time to share it among your friends, and also let us know in the chat how the tournament is going so far and what we can do to make ourselves better. Until then, we're going to be taking a short break. See you guys on the other side. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to GD Esports presents the Valorous Series Season 4. And with me on the desk is gonna be Edge again. After a devastating round for the side of Valorous, but an amazing round for the side of GrayFox. This is where, Valorous will not only redeem for the previous season, probably redeem for the previous map and try to survive to play the decider itself, as we'll be stepping into the map of Pearl. Edge. Big questions arise in my mind. A big map comparatively. What do you think the agent's pick should be?
Oof, I mean, once again, Pearl is not your everyday map, right? I mean, right now, every day you kind of have to play in the competitive scene. But once again, it's just a map. I actually didn't think that they would be going ahead and picking the Pearl there. I mean, we saw the map veto, right? We saw the first bans coming in, Freeze and Iceberg. As soon as that was banned, I thought Pearl and Fracture were going to be the next bans, but it was actually Fracture and Haven. Didn't really see that one coming. I mean, I for sure thought Haven would be played and Pearl would have been banned and Ascent would have obviously been picked, but it's actually Pearl being picked and Ascent being the decider. Now here's the thing, GrayFox picked Pearl. Bind was a map pick of Valor, and GrayFox destroyed them in the second half. Absolutely destroyed them. Now on their map pick, how likely is it that Valor can do something similar? Can they take down the Giants on their own map pick?
The chances are high, right? Because we just saw that GrayFox just put down the side of Valor in their home ground. So I do believe that, Karma is just gonna make sure that, it gives a fighting chance for the side of Valor, keeping our fingers crossed at least to look at the decider no matter how it goes. But Pearl is going to be one of those maps which the audience are going to be eager to watch as well, because ultimately not many people do know the map Pearl and do like the map Pearl itself because of its vast corners, and at the same time it's going to be a little hard for you to select a specific agent and try to stick to it. But just in case you are a person, you are a nerd like Ed sitting on the other side, and you decided to rag push every day and played Pearl several times, I do believe the next round is just going to be a cake for either of these teams.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, going back to the question you asked me about the agent select, well, the ideal picks for me would be Reyna, especially because of the buff now coming in. The lair, it flashes everything. There's no range on that thing. So if you just use it on towards B, B long, then it's pretty easy for you. B main, the flash, you pretty much deny any operator plays, any sniper players over there. So that's one. And then Chamber obviously has to be one, to play that mid. Or Cypher would be a great pick. I mean, with Chamber you get one trademark, that's one trap. With Cypher you get two. And after the buff, it's absolutely nuts. The neural theft buff and the tripwire buff is just insane. So there's a lot of possibilities. So I mean, people might argue KJ is also a good pick, but I still think that Cypher overtakes KJ on that one. When it comes to controller, I think Viper, Harbor, or even an Astra. These three. Omen is a no-go on this one for sure.
That's gonna be the call coming in from the pro on the desk over here. But at the same time, somewhere I feel a Jet could also be used properly, because I've been seeing lately. Yeah, exactly. So I strongly feel that Jet and Race combination could also work really well if they actually know how to use it. But since you're speaking about Astra, we see an Astra coming in over here by Melody, but Strokey goes in for a Sage. And what do you have to say about that?
I think it's over. GrayFox wins this. Unless Valor pick up a Astra as well, because that is going to be the game changer for sure. Buster picks up Raze this time. Sensei switching things up with Buster. ASDF. Oh, Astra, it did come in. So yeah, GrayFox, it's going to be a tight game for them for sure. It's a mirrored lineup here, ladies and gentlemen. So it all comes down to aim. It all comes down to who's the better team at this point. It's the exact mirrored lineup. And I think these Astras are going to be, the one dictating how the game goes forward.
Absolutely agreed on this point. But at the same time, what's one thing which is still, a little bit shocking for me is Buster going in for a race where he plays Chamber much better compared to Sense, because we have been seeing Buster using that Chamber and doing wonders when it comes to the operator as well. So let's see whether that's going to be the case, as ASDF is going to be sticking back to his basic agent, or I would say his best agent, or in any map given, going with Raze. Wave will be going with Chamber. Yet again, we have seen that Wave. Oof, that man with operator is also amazing. So I feel that GrayFox is more composed compared to the side of VALOR. If VibeGod had actually gone in for a breach, it would have been much more interesting for us to watch. But that Sage is going to do a little bit of a difference. Let's see how much of a difference that actually is.
I mean, the Sage pick did come in just for the plant. You know, it's kind of mandatory. You know, just like on Icebox, if you want to plant on B, you need a Sage. Just like that, if you want to plant on B on Pearl, you need a Sage. But let's see how these teams are going to be playing, how these players are going to be playing these agents. It's a middle lineup, and I think we just jump into the game and witness what they have. VALOR, it's a do-or-die situation for them. They lose this, they're out once again. Gonna get handed a loss in the grand finals by GrayFox. 2 series back-to-back, that's gonna sting. And GrayFox, they might be the first in history to get themselves 2 Valorous Series championship, and also back-to-back.
Do you remember the first time we saw the statues and we were wondering what was the statues all about?
Oh yeah, then you told me that it was the Ultimates coming in. Still remember that.
Keen eyes is what is required. Keen eyes is what we need in this game. Astra starting things off. Exactly, they know, but Wave on the other side from GrayFox says, no matter what map it is, I'm going to be the first one to draw the blood. And he's got the first one in his name.
Last time it was Buster, this time it was Wave, but both the times it was a Chamber. Getting one, GrayFox with the lead already. Making the way towards B, look at this. Turkey holding on. Oh, he gets information. He sees him, I believe. He saw him. Pretty sure he saw him. But they're holding towards mid shops. Just holding on to their positions. The Prowler will not be getting information. The trap has already been disabled, unfortunately, because the chamber did go down. Oh my god, that grenade is beautiful. The grenade is absolutely beautiful. ASDF gets a clean shot on the bones, and now they're going to be running in. Shoki using the wall to block up the players pushing in from mid lane. But they can. Ooh. He missed the wall, unfortunately. ASDF with a double. This round is already over for sure.
The first round going into the favor of GrayFox. We know what that means for the side of VALOR. It's going to be doomsday for them as the plan comes in. They're going to be playing it post, but I don't think so. They have enough men to guard one another. As at this point of time, his Buster is going to be walking in. I don't see any boom bot or anything whatsoever coming in from his side. He's used all his utilities, and all they have to say is goodbye and give 1 point for GrayFox, and another one probably following up. All thanks to the eco round which they'll be forced into.
Last player standing.
Great start by GrayFox. And honestly, Pearl, not really. I mean, I am not completely sure of if it's an attacking favored map or a defensive favored map. But right, they made it look easy. Let me tell you, they made it look easy. And I think it might be a little on the defensive favored map if the operator player is insane. Because you alone can hold B with just one operator. There's just no way that... And I mean, especially no Reyna. So no flash. There's nothing that he can do. But Buster gets a kill onto ASDF. The star player goes down. But with an instant trade, babe. Oh my god, he's popping head with the headhunter. But now Shoki gets a kill. Immediate trade out. Once again, Melody with a beautiful play. VibeGod gets a kill onto JID. The only surviving player. It's Fade. 1v3 situation. Does have a weapon in hand. But what can he do? Absolutely nothing. Maybe get a couple of exit frags because the plant is inevitable for it right now.
No, this is where they
he doesn't even have a Spectre, by the way.
He can actually put him down. He can actually put him down. But ultimately, that's not going to happen because Cortez, when he gets to know that there's a man standing out there, all he's going to do is press that trigger, get one for themselves as well. This map is turning out to be phenomenal for the side of GrayFox. 2 points already in the name. They have enough, money to buy, to go for a complete buy and take the fight into the faces. But what I'm loving the most about GrayFox in this round is they are playing it as calm as possible. That controlled aggression is showing what they're actually made of. And I do believe that VALOR needs to be inside sight, needs to make sure that they play it post-plan rather than trying to, restrict GrayFox from entering into the site.
This This is a do-or-die situation, and Valor they need this round at all costs. The Boomer will be giving with information, but the push comes in, and the Spectre will not be even getting a single hit. ASDF gets destroyed by Strokey immediately, and now in a 4v5 situation, they're still holding on to the positions. The push is great. Strokey, this time he gets taken down. Cortez with the Spectre, upgrades it to a Spectrum. Phantom, Bones gets one, JD gets one, in the meanwhile, Cortez gets a trade. 2v3 is already turning out to be a good round. You can see that there's no heal coming in for Astra. The plant will be inevitable once again by B-God. Checking out all the angles, but he's giving a little too much noise on towards the secret area. Has to be careful. 15 points of health is all that Astra has, but the positioning is going to be crucial. He might be able to get one more here. Buster. Oh, did he see him? I think the headline was visible of Astra there. I'm not really sure if they did. This is so nerve-wracking. All three players are at A, but guess what? Both the players on the side of attackers, they already made their way to the defender side spawn. And now they're making their way towards B, where Chamber is heading.
I just love this
cat and
mouse game. Exactly. You just jinxed it. You just read my mind, my friend. And at the same time, they'll have an easy plant coming down at side B. But at the same time, Sage, what all utilities has he got left out? Because ultimately, if he's able to restrict the opponents by putting up a wall and or probably try to play across it, it would have been much more better. Sense gets taken down as well. These two players are playing it phenomenally well at this point of time. The heal will be coming in through any time now. There it is. The visibility comes to but Buster. He doesn't miss much, and when he's not missing, this is what he can do. An easy round coming in from the side of Valor. This time, they played it post-plant.
Well, that was a bad move, peeking him one by one. Should have just double peek, gone for the white peek there. But I think they just wanted to, play. They wanted to bait Fade there. But Buster, tad bit better. But here's the good thing. That was a bonus, and they'll take it. That's 3 kills and the spike down. Now the economy is not looking that great for the side of Valor, as GrayFox, they will be happy to invest once again with all the weapons they want, Vandals and Phantoms. You can see a couple of, I think 1 Bulldog and a Spectre or Light Shield, I believe. Yeah, Light Shield and the Vandal. And now Buster will be pushing up towards the main, A main that is, along with Bones using the Haunt. Has to be careful. Prowler comes in, will be giving away the information. The pull is perfect, but just not good enough. They are not going to be pushing. No follow through here once again.
This time they're taking it slow, right? This time GrayFox, they're sniffing them out, 1 player at a time. And I just love the way Valor have distributed themselves. In case there's an attack coming in, they can just regroup at one corner, not lose a player as quickly as possible. Make sure that they have more control, over site. Just in case a push comes in. Now the information will be out that the push is towards A, and that is where Raze is going to be coming in.
Nightfall is available on GrayFox. So the entry is, it's going to be pretty easy, to be honest. I think they're just waiting for 1 kill, maybe at least getting the controller towards main. Oh, the trademark will be taken away. Push has to be careful.
Oh no!
No, that was Buster actually. Buster was there. Oh, he's baiting it out. And Buster misses. Oh no, wave! So they take it out, and now the Nightfall is available. He used as well. I'm sorry, as ASDF gets a kill on the JID. Now it's a 2v5 situation. The plan will be coming in. GrayFox on the verge of getting a flawless, as the position of Melody is absolutely phenomenal. He should be getting it, but Strokey, he peeked it at the right moment, at the right time. But look at the way he's moving, and it is a flawless, nevertheless, hardcore.
I was not expecting this kind of, tumble coming in from the side of Valor. Seriously, this was the moment where Buster could have actually taken 1 or 2 for himself, but I don't know, it's the pressure which is building up over the shoulder. Only Cortez is able to perform for the side of... only Cortez is enough to perform for the side of GrayFox at this point of time, whereas on the other side, no matter how much they're able to pick up, I'm a bit disappointed with Sense, because obviously the better chamber player was Buster on their side. With no K whatsoever.
I think them changing the agent composition is affecting them, because right now GrayFox, they're sticking to the same. Yeah, YB did change it to Sage, but that's about it, right? Everyone else is still sticking to the same line, same agent composition, so they know the role. They know their exact role. But here, the other player.
Oh, come on.
Oh my god. Yeah, that's exactly why they're losing. Oh, just as we say that, he misses those easy shots and he hits those insane shots somehow. And look at this. Look at that ASDF.
ASDF says, baby, look up, and I'm gonna be putting some bullets down your head. And what a gameplay coming in from the side of GrayFox. I don't understand why Valor are controlling so much of their aggression when they had an opportunity. I literally saw Sage at put a slew orb, and on which two of the players of GrayFox were walking, and one player of Valor was just above on the other side of the wall. All he could do was just come out and take 1 or 2k for himself, even if he was going down. But this time, hopefully they can do something different. Chamber should be, trying to guard A probably, then B. I know it's long, which he's trying to guard, but still.
They found my trap.
Oh, this is a good position. But he misses. Oh my god, Sensei, you cannot miss such shot. Look at it. What the hell? ASDF? That satchel. Wait, I need a replay of that satchel. Wait, how did he satchel there?
Spike.
How the hell did he even come up there so quick?
And this is why I said you need a jet or a raise in this game, or else things are going to be pretty different. And that satchel moment was so phenomenal at this point of time. And look at the way they've entered into side B, planted, and now they're going in for a hunt rather than sticking over there, and they'll be getting that as well. YB guard, that Sage has got one for himself, and they're going to be so happy with the 5 points they've got, forcing the opponents probably to go into ego at this point of time. But that operator shot missing out, my friend.
Oh, even
Was that an
Bones whiffed
operator?
there at the end. Yeah, that was an operator. And you don't, and the fact that Wave one-tapped him. But the one thing that I'm still confused, I don't understand one thing. Where is the timeout? Why are they not using it? It's 1-5. It's a do or die situation. You might lose the grand finals if you don't. Oh my god. Then it's pressure right now. It's pressure. How can you miss the shot onto Hunt? He just mistimed it, and then he went back to pulling pulling the Nebula there, the star. You can see the pressure getting to the players of the side of Valor. But Strokey, nevertheless, gets a kill immediately. Resurrection comes into play. Cod is doing a really good job getting a kill on the Strokey, but a good shot. Bye B. On to Sensi as JID. He's going to be walking straight into the crosshairs of ASDF. He's not going to be missing any today. He's absolutely popping off, and the play coming in. 1-2 wave. Lines him up, takes him down.
What was that all about? I mean, Strokey gives the right kind of opening for the side of, Valor, but nothing works out whatsoever as the story ends at B-Link. I'm expecting somebody to stick with Strokey, probably Buster and Strokey sticking together, trying to evade somebody entering into a single site, and the rest of them trying to guard out another site completely. I do understand you need to cover mid at any given point of time, but still, there's so much space for defenders to defend that they just lose players after players.
It all comes down to Sensei now hitting those shots. But look at the play, they're already making their way towards mid. Oh, they get the information as well. And now Bones has to be a little bit careful. Wave already has the control of, I wouldn't say main, but at least he knows that no one's pushed B. They already pushed their Melody. He's holding here. So the mid play is gonna be the decider here. And by gets one. And he gets himself a double. Bones actually was in a great spot, but nevertheless not going to be able to get any more. It's bust up. If he gets a showstopper here, he might get 3.
Taking that back. Need that back.
No. This is where Astra has used up the ability way too early. Is what I would like to say. He could have waited a bit more as the spike carrier gets taken down. Thanks to Buster, he's going to be going. Probably landing it to perfection is what his teammate will be expecting him to do. A 2v2 situation over here. As Melody has no clue somebody's lurking behind him.
Taking that back.
No, that's his teammate. For a second, even I was like, wait a second, who's that lurking behind him? And then I was like, oh wait, never mind. Both of them are in red. Both of them are attackers. Oh boy, but now JID, here you go. 1v2 situation, 30 points of health. He will be getting first. He might be getting
Oh
the
no!
second. He might be able to get the second, but that low HP is going to be the reason why he goes down. GrayFox 7, Valor 1.
As soon as he got the final kill, I thought he's just gonna make a run or probably try to fight it a little away. But he's stuck on to take that battle, and it was a very valiant effort coming in from his side. Wave doesn't miss much, and the way they're saying Wave until the end. Look at that again, a precedence play coming in from the side of GrayFox. They know Wave is really good in this map. He's got to be taking more kills than everybody else, so they're just gonna make sure that he stays until the end. He's just got taken down twice in the 8 rounds which is being played over here.
Oh my god, finally.
For the first time, Sense.
Finally.
Sense for the first time lands it to perfection, but Buster on the other side execute
Overcommitment.
anything.
He overcommitted to that one. Was a little too greedy, taken down. They do have the resurrection available on Valor, so Buster might be revived over here. You never really know. GrayFox, now they're holding on. Sensei taking a random shot, making sure that no one's pushing to the Nebula over there. But Gray, they know that the resurrection might come into play, so they're not giving away the position on towards a main. They're holding on to that. They want to push it as well, as a matter of fact. But B, look at Sage. Look at Strokey's position on B. It's phenomenal.
You are
So,
divided.
the only thing they need to worry about right now is mid. Oh, the Kankas is good. The plant is good as well. The Nightfall comes in. Sensei, you need to push and get the kill. He will be pushing in. He will be missing the shot as well, unfortunately, but the plant did come in, and now it's a 4v4 situation. The resurrection is available, but it will not be coming into play. Wave is in a really good spot. His position was never revealed, and just as I say that, the trademark does reveal his position right now.
Well
Now this is where GrayFox are gonna tremble
Ooh,
yet again. They
counter
have to
cosmic.
stick to it. Stick to it. Watch your backs perfectly. And all of a sudden, Cortez is just gonna make sure he puts down Sensei, and the equation is gonna be much more easier. The diffuser's coming through half, but I think it's gonna be the President's gameplay which is gonna be coming in through. The second half doesn't go through well. Wave puts the final nail in the coffin at the nick of a time. But just in case he had held on, I think the story would have been a little different. But Valor, yet again, all we have to see is a valiant effort coming in from their side.
Oh my god. Why was no one watching mid? They just left mid. I think if they would have taken Wave a little earlier, things would have been different. But once again,
Yes.
can someone please tell them that they do have a timeout available? At this point, I just feel like they just want to finish this game and go home.
I think they're getting satisfied with the second position prize pool, if I'm not wrong. Or probably they're just telling that, you know, it's fine. Let's try to play it as much as possible.
Not a good idea. I mean, I'm pretty sure the fans are going to be disappointed. I am disappointed with this scoreline. 1-8. I mean, I did say that, you know, whoever wins bind will be taking it away. Second match as well. But I just expected something to be like, you know, 13-8, 13-9. With the way that this thing is going, 13-3 is the best case scenario for the side of Valor. And GrayFox, they just can't do any mistakes right now. They are absolutely popping off. Look at this, JD. That's a bad peak, by the way.
Exactly.
That
That
can
was
you
my
can get
point.
taken away.
Blocking vision, obscuring vision.
Now,
See, this is what I
every
say is most
single-
important. Just the wall plant every single time. Gets one though. JID gets the trade. It's still doable, brother. Oh my god.
Spike
Oh my god.
down B. Last player standing.
Wave, time for him to shine. 1v3 takes one down. The resurrection
30
did come into play.
seconds
Sensei, 85 points of health. The spike down on the side. Not in a good spot. Buster making his rotation all the way to mid-connector, making his way towards tower. Oh, he gets spotted. Gets the spike. Get the spike. Get it. No, he does not. Hey, he gets it now.
Oh, he gets the spike.
But
He gets
can't
the
plant-
spike at this
He
point
can't
of time.
plant it though. There's no way he can plant it.
10
Look at the
seconds
yes.
it's
left.
coming in.
I don't think they're going to be losing anything over here, but the footsteps have been given away. Over here, Wave might be getting it. 3 seconds left at this point of time.
It's over.
Can he peek again? No, he's not going to peek, but save it, but get the kill at last. As defenders win around for themselves, and they made sure, the attackers just made sure that there's no man standing and they'll be forced to spend some money.
Oh boy.
Down B.
I think ASDF, I think it's the first time he missed a showstopper.
Enemy remains.
He did not use it at all. I mean, he did use it last time where I believe, no, that was Buster actually, my bad. ASDF used his showstopper and he got taken down there. So that was kind of unfortunate. Otherwise, things would have been different. And yeah, I mean, even the resurrection coming into play. Not really sure who was resurrected. I think I might have missed it. Amazing, amazing combo. Seas and paint shells. Well, not sure about the paint, but a lot of paint for sure.
Oh no, come on, you can't do that after paint shell like that. He had damaged all 3 players, but when he was rotating around, gave away his footsteps, and then all he had to do was pay respects to himself. Oh
he
my
missed the
goodness.
jump.
Here.
It's completely empty. What are you doing? Just plan.
You want to play?
They're already coming on the flank. Here you go. Tour de force. Activated. 2 players surviving. Both of them are on the flank. He misses the first shot. What the hell? That was a big miss. That was a big miss. Even the second one misses, and now it's dribble for the side of VALOR. A 2v2 situation right now. They have to be really careful here. Look at my position. It's really good. They do not expect Astra to be there, but here you go. The trade comes in. Now Sensei, this is a time for him to shine as well. You can actually go for the defuse. Just stick it. Just stick it, brother. He's down to 7 points of health. He's going to be healing himself up, and he's going to be going in. Oh my god. This is over. This is over. YB, well played. Oh my god. I think there's enough time. Yeah, there's enough time.
Since at one point of time, as soon as I saw him, you know, going in for the defuse, and when you said that, you know, just go for the defuse, I really thought he would actually commit to it. But ultimately, I believe that they knew what he was doing. At least he knew what he was doing, if not his teammates. And for the first time, JID will be topping the, you know, kill table for the side of VALOR. One more round left.
Just look at the kills on Wave. 17 to 3. That's a 6.3 KD. They are so dead. Let's see how dead they are. As VALOR, Sensei putting up the tour de force yet again. They need this round and then it might be possible.
Oh.
9-3, I think they'll have a tough time. Because GrayFox, once again, they're just popping off. The momentum is in their favor as well. For the tide to turn, they need the 4th, VALOR, for them to even have a chance of taking us to Ascent. I'm not even saying they might win this. They might win Ascent as well. All I'm saying is they might have a chance. And look at this, Buster. No, Buster, no. That's done and dusted.
Face your
Done and
fear.
busted, more like it.
And I still don't understand this point. Oh, JID trying to be the last ray of hope for the team. He's got his teammate as a backup over here. That's the chamber. He can hear somebody's going for a plant.
Spike planted.
But all 3 of these hounds sticking together. GrayFox
Last player standing.
making sure that they put one man down. And this is where it's way too late for Astra to even use his ult. Why hasn't he used it yet?
Here you go, here it comes, but I'm pretty sure they already know where they are. Where he is, that is. The slow is absolutely perfect. Double P comes in, a confusion for JID, and Wave gets another one. I believe last time it wasn't 6.3 and now it's 6. It's KD, now it's 6.3. Miscalculation in my head, my bad.
That's not gonna matter at this point of time, trust me. GrayFox is just overpowered everything possible in this stream. Bad math, bad stats, like just anything right now. Trust me. 19, 16, 10, 3 players having a double-digit K. And there's nobody else on the other side. Oof.
But now the side switch, do you think it's gonna change?
If ASDF gets another kill for himself, he's gonna be equivalent to the opponent's, you know, top fragger.
And they might be able to. I mean, GrayFox right now. If they win this, it's all done and dusted. It's over. And Wave once again gets the first pick in the second pistol round, replicating what he did in that first pistol round. GrayFox, clear lead. Pretty early into the round, Angels comes in, the players are running in, the Nebulas are placed, Buster's down. Joki will be healing his teammate while taking a bit of damage coming in from the paint shells. And now GrayFox. A 5v4 retake here, Arca. Take it away.
GrayFox needs to be a little calm. A little calm at this point of time. I've not seen them miss much, but this time I think they've given away this round for the side of Valor. Look at what's happening over here. ASTF will be using. Oh my god, the Boombot gets one and then another gun. Buster on the other side trying to answer him back. It's not going to be easy as Wave puts him down. The final stage, what is he doing? The defuse is happening. It's going through peacefully. All he's doing is being scared over here. But oh my goodness, what a round for the side of GrayFox.
That retake was absolutely phenomenal. Close to perfect retake there. There's just nothing that they could do to stop it. And unfortunate, dude. It was just unfortunate. And Valor, I think it's time to call it a day. It's 10-3. It's all over. I don't think the comeback's possible anymore.
Take hold. Grenade!
Moment of silence. Ooh, that grenade, that paint shield was amazing, but YB answers back to Buster.
Boy, oh boy. Again, opening things up. GrayFox, man advantage. Valor, trying their best, trying their level best to maybe steal one round and make that comeback possible. Oh my god, look at that Viper.
Backstab. Look at the backstab coming in from the side of ASTF. Will be taking down Strokey, but that I think that is what is being done over here. As it's gonna be one last player. Oh my goodness, Melody!
No way. Oh my god, just when you thought that maybe there is a twist in the tail. Matter is like, you know, my music is still playing, boys. It hasn't stopped, and it won't stop till like we get the championship again. 3-11. Valor need a miracle for them to even have a chance to make it to the ascent. And the lights are going dim.
I think it's just not dim. I think the lights are shut off, and they're trying to find a candle and a matchbox at this point of time.
They need to set the stage on fire for sure.
Obscuring vision.
I really love the aggression coming in from the side of GrayFox. Every time they were attacking, they were making sure to stick together and just get into a site as quickly as possible, try to play it post-plant. But Valor on the other side, they just wait for the opponent to make a mistake. But I don't think so GrayFox are that dumb with 11 points from their side.
It's not going to be easy for Valor to make a comeback, but it is still possible. It's still possible because this team has a lot of potential and a lot of players that are really good. Here you go, the combo comes in. Oh my god, please tell me it didn't connect. Please tell me it didn't connect, but it doesn't matter because he still gets the kill. He gets a kill in the Sensei. 3v4 situation all of a sudden. GrayFox once again with the man advantage. In the retake situation, 40 seconds on the clock as Strokey takes his counterpart. YB gets taken down. Beautiful shot coming in. Gravy. Still with the headhunter. Popping like never before. Gets taken down and there's no way they can lose this.
I really don't know what they were doing.
It's just one of those days, you know. It's just that GrayFox can do no wrong today. The stars are just aligned for them.
Look at that shot coming in from the side of Wave. Oh my goodness, all he needed was a pixel out there and he just connects it to perfection. Woof, 4 of the 5 players now on a double digit, whereas Valor is still trying to do their best to get a double digit K. The KD of the previous game was a big boost for the side of GrayFox in this game.
Taking that back.
Boy, oh boy.
Grenade.
Is it over? Or is it? One. Traded immediately. I don't know what's happening with Sensei, but he just hasn't been popping off at all.
Bring them down.
Cortez putting down the big gun yet again. Buster gets taken down. It's going to be a 3v2 situation favoring the side of Valor. Why peek when you can plant?
Remaining.
And oh, IBGOD on the other side makes it a story completely different. And I do believe this is gonna be the point they were looking out for. GrayFox might be lifting up the trophy by this. And what does he do? He wants to celebrate it with his teammates. He's gonna resurrect one for themselves, making it a 1v3, ladies and gentlemen. GrayFox putting an end for the side of Valor, yet again lifting up the championship over here.
Oh my god. And I predicted the scoreline as well. I told you they can't go anything higher than 13-3, and it is exactly 13-3. GrayFox gets the championship back to back, and this time they did it better. Last time I believe it was 2-1. This time it's a 2-0. Told you, Arca, whoever gets bind will be getting it. Will be getting the next map. And GrayFox, now we know exactly why they picked Pearl. They picked Pearl and they were absolutely amazing.
Exactly, ladies and gentlemen, the two-time winner for GD Esports presents the Valorous Series Season 4 is gonna be the side of GrayFox for you. And I would like to say this, that they were worthy of every single penny they're gonna be receiving in this prize pool. Trust me, they played like champions, they played like defending champions. And Valor, it's a wake-up call for them when they thought that they know everything about GrayFox. It seems like the Wolves knew better.
Oh, for sure. I mean, we thought, you know, those two players coming in and, you know, last time them not being might have been the case. Might have been a positive thing for the side of Valor this time around coming in. But GrayFox, they were just ready. They had everything covered. So why don't we just take a quick look at what went down here on the map of Pearl in the highlights, which I think are going to be pretty short because this was a pretty short game.
I mean, look at the precision coming in from the side of GrayFox over here. No wonder they chose this map. I think I might be speaking it wrong, but you can correct me if I'm wrong. But I think Valor lost, you know, lost this game or lost this map by the agent pickup itself.
It kind of feels that way as well. You know, them changing things up didn't work out. Sensei had a good time on Raze, at least a little. But on Chamber, it just felt like nothing was going his way. Absolutely
nothing. The same goes with Buster as well.
True. He was
Buster
so
with the Chamber
good.
was much better.
He was so good on the Chamber.
Exactly.
And this
just
time,
imagine if Buster had that pistol of a Chamber, and if he could play, how much of a difference it would have made.
Or it would have been,
and I still feel, I don't know why, I still feel Jet is a better agent rather than a Raze in this, you know, map.
No, once again, you did see the combos, right, with the Seas and Gravity Pulse. The Raze nade combo. That is why Raze is preferred most of the time. But as you said, you know, both of these agents are really good. It just depends on how you want to play the game. And they wanted to play it a little safe. And the results are on your face. It is GrayFox who are the better team, clearly, today. 2-0. It was a mirrored lineup as well, so agent select had nothing to do with this. It was a mirrored lineup. It all came down to who's the better team, and clearly, it was GrayFox.
I mean, I'm not shocked because GrayFox won, but I'm shocked by the way they won this. Like, it was just a slaughter coming in from their side. They have two men standing inside sight and one player of GrayFox, but still they don't dare to double peek. They come one player at a time, and all the GrayFox player has to do is press the trigger. Look at this, not once, not twice, but several times I've seen that happen. And it's either Wave or it's either, you know, IBGOD who's putting them down. Wave at this point of time getting 25 against 5 times where he's got taken on, whereas on the other side JID's got 10 against 15 times he's got taken down. Oh my goodness.
I think JID has 10 kills. I mean, he has 10 kills, right? I think the least number of kills on GrayFox was 10 as well. So that tells you the entire story.
I feel so.
I think it tells you the entire story. They just absolutely bamboozled Valor. GrayFox had everything going their way. Valor completely stomped I don't think anyone expected this, especially even after Bind. I mean, even Bind was a little closer than this, 13-7. This is just, I wouldn't even call it a cakewalk or a walk in the park. This was just a badass stomping.
Oh.
But let's just go to the I want to address this one. Who do you think is going to be the MVP now? I mean, both Wave and ASDF were phenomenal, but for me, it has to be Wave.
ASDF.
I think it has to be Wave for me.
Because the Waves outshadows everybody's performance in Bind, and when it came to Pearl, each of them had enough, equal number of kills for themselves. All of them almost had equal number of kills. So comparatively, I still feel ASDF is going to be doing much better and getting it for himself. And if I'm not wrong, ASDF will be getting it the second time straight if he wins this, right?
No, it doesn't matter, but the team did get it second time back to back, right? So that's one tick already. So if ASDF gets it, that's going to be a second tick mark. But even if he doesn't, I mean, even if Wave gets it, they're going to be happy about it. It's still their teammate. And I just think it's Wave because, this match, he was the match MVP. And 25-5 is a phenomenal scoreline. And also in Bind, there are a couple of rounds where he was just absolutely amazing.
Absolutely, but in case Buster had performed a little well in the second round, probably he could have been the perfect challenger for that MVP spot. But ladies and gentlemen, even though Valor have not got their hands on the trophy, you guys can get your hands on 5k easily, and all you have to do is join AIMDUELS. I mean, that's the next tournament coming up by GD Esports. They are doing some amazing job bringing in some really good tournaments for you guys, so that you can experience how it feels to be a pro, how to deal with pressure in a professional situation. 128 slot, most of them filled up. Very limited slots left right now. Do not think twice. Register right away and be a part of a 1v1 showdown, which is going to be starting from the 28th of this month.
Yeah, 28 to 2nd December. The registrations are on already. So Majeski might as well get yourself. And this is where you get to showcase your skills. And if you're not in a team, maybe if someone watching the stream, they might just get yourself pick yourself up, and you might have a really good chance of being placed in a team, and then move on and maybe show yourself in the Valorous Series 5, which I'm pretty sure is going to be coming up sooner than later for sure. And do you think it's going to be 50,000 prize pool next time? I mean, we have this pattern going in every time 10,000 increase.
I feel it's just going to be double of what we are seeing right now. And if they're taking it one number at a time, and if it's 50,000, I still won't be shocked.
Yeah, I mean, it's fun, right? I mean, by the time we reach 10, it's going to be really exciting. And yeah, I mean, it's just outrageous if it keeps going. Just the amount of money that you can get.
I'm going to keep my fingers crossed and pray that it goes until 10 and then multiplies from then on. But I'm just waiting for that day when invited teams are going to be playing the Valorous series and facing these underdogs who are actually worthy of it. Trust me, just in case you were able to see a VLT or probably a global trying to face off, GrayFox with the kind of momentum, with the kind of, gameplay they showed over here. I think they can make a very big name as well in this gaming community.
For sure, this is gonna be the stepping stone. This is gonna be their way to the fame if they keep playing like this. I mean, right now GrayFox, now that's a team you gotta keep remembering for. You're gonna remember that for a while. 2-time champions back to back. Last time it was 2-1 if I'm not wrong. This time it was 2-0 against the same team, Valor, who were absolutely dominant throughout the series. But once again, they met their makers and were absolutely destroyed.
Exactly. But ladies and gentlemen, this is where the time has come for us to say goodbye from the stream over here. But before that, let me tell you guys, if you don't want to miss any kind of such actions, if you guys want to, be at that N2 level or have that adrenaline for yourself, all you have to do is subscribe to this channel. Make sure you share it among your friends to show what actually a game is going to be coming in through, or probably how to play the game of Valorant, just like GrayFox did over here. This is going to be me, Arka. With me it's going to be Ed signing off. See you guys in Season 5. This was GD Esports present the Valorous Season 5.